here we see he's kind of stockpiled a little bit, but he didn't prepare by getting his overlords early, so his supply is still a little low to start pumping mutas. He's finished his Spire a while ago. We're not seeing any Mutalisks. Okay, here we've got two starting. I don't know if I agree with this. You really want to get your Mutalisks out all at once. He was really slow on getting his drones up here. He's still getting drones here. No one mining gas. He really needs to be stockpiling better. His drone saturation is just abysmal. He's got probably one drone per patch, if that. I think there's no one on this patch. Over here, really bad saturation as well. I'm not sending these drones to mine. Don't do that. If you can, you really need to saturate your mineral patches as best you can. We'll see, I have a number of SCVs mining my minerals here just to make sure that I'm getting everything out of those patches. The more you add, the better. Some people think that after a while you're just not getting much out of it. But remember, when you expand, finally I've dropped this fast expand, when you expand, you're going to probably Maynard those workers to another patch. So they're going to do good for you no matter what, as long as you're not just ridiculously building workers so that you have no supply for troops. You're probably not in a bad position saturating with workers ever, really. We've got a fight going on here. He's gotten enough mutas up, and my control was pretty bad there, so he got me. I don't know why he made these Hydralisks. I'd consider that a mistake. He didn't really need them, especially with this Mutalisk build and the early Zergling speed. Really, that was just eating up his gas, eating up his minerals. He needed to be stockpiling. He needed to get those overlords. He needed to have his macro management just right so that he could get those mutas out, like 6 all at once, because he's going for a 2-hatch muta build, surprisingly, here, with this hidden hatchery here that I was not aware of. He's gone for that build. He needs to carry it out properly, get his 6 Mutalisks, and then come down for pressure. We're at the 8-minute point. We're going to see that he doesn't really get his mutas down here until 9 minutes. That's pretty slow. I'm still a bit distracted. Luckily for me, I'm still producing SCVs. This was a mistake. I saw the Mutalisks. I knew he was going to pressure. My immediate reaction should have been, or at least he was going to harass. My reaction should have been to build turrets. Really lock down my base. Here they come now. Instead, because I'm so used to playing against Protoss and Terran, I sort of got it in my head that I was going to build Goliaths, because they're basically walking turrets, and try to shoot down his mutas. I should have known I wasn't going to have enough time for that, and just a bad idea in this kind of matchup. Marines, even, if I'd have just added 2 more barracks, could have probably cleaned this up much better. I'm going to send my Marines up here and take care of these Mutalisks. At this point, we're going to see me stop these. He shouldn't be attacking my supply depots. He really should have jumped over here to try to get my SCVs at my natural. But at this point, this just gets cleaned up. And from here on, I've made so many economic mistakes that I threw away any advantage I had by forgetting my fast expand. And that's why I sort of freaked out and built these factories. Should have built 2 barracks, but still, it was just to get my minerals in the place where I wanted them, to try to get units out, but I just didn't have the economy at this point. His timings were off. He got these mutas out too late. He didn't pressure in the beginning. Other than that, not too many bad decisions. He probably should have been getting ready to expand to his natural at this point, now that he's had his mutas come out. So from here on, it becomes a crazy macro management game. Here I'm finally putting my turrets up. Here on, it becomes a crazy macro management game, and we both try to fix the errors we've made. It turns into who can return from this bad position fast enough, and I do end up winning this game simply because I was able to make a few better decisions in the late game to macro and expand faster. We can see my minerals are pretty low at this point. I'm making the most out of them. His are really stacking up. He's only starting a hatchery now. Really, that hatchery should have been at his natural. He's not going to have enough hatcheries to really support the kind of army he needs. really just letting his minerals get out of control, not controlling his macro management while he was harassing with mutas and all of that. But pretty much we can stop the replay here because the rest just gets ridiculous with all of the macroing and economy buildup. I just want to really hammer home a couple of points for the end of this replay. Don't forget your fast expand. It can be so easy to focus on that pressure, to think, oh, I'm doing an early build, I can sort of get these Marines up, I can stop whatever he's doing, maybe even kill him. We've all had that situation where we 2-racks and just destroy the Zerg player in 6 minutes. Don't rely on that. Don't start to rely on that, because you may put yourself in a bad position if you forget something important, like your fast expand, like I did. I got that up at about the time when I might have been able to expand twice. Now, for the Zerg, really saturate those drones. Make sure you stay on top of your economy. Get another hatchery as soon as you can after you get those mutalisks out so that you can start expanding, especially on 2-hatch muta. You really want to keep on top of unit production, keep on top of timings so that your mutas all get out at the same time, and you can send them right away. And really be aware of what your opponent is doing. Don't just send a scout and then decide, no, I don't think I'm going to scout, I'm going to send it back here. That Overlord, really in the beginning, is pretty safe. You can afford to send that. And at least get a look at his natural. See if he did that, or if he's going for a 1-base build, or maybe you need to think about a cheese in the beginning. If I had cheesed this player, he might have been in a really bad position, even with a 9 pool, because he was not scouting. He would have had no advanced warning. So that about wraps up this analysis. I'm hoping to put up some more analyses pretty soon of some low-level D to C-level games played by myself. And if anybody likes this, certainly give a shout-out. Thanks for watching. I hope you improve your play.